When they want the power, they will do anything to get that power. After Kufuor left, J.J. Rawlings left power, Kufuor by, Kufuor Koya Atamils by. We didn't see anything like that. Nyameto Nsafre Atamils John Dramani Mahama take over. We didn't see anything like that. Now, the latter part of 2016, and you who say, now, Yakofa nipa bi efri baby aba omusua se ne yakunipa. Senia ye kire, senia ye bonipa tuo, ye tinipa ti, ye kunipa sie, aye from mercenaries. Sa ankofo ne kofo mo baaye no. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo no aye desperate for power because that was his third term and a third trial or pay to me. Now I try one, I try two. Now I try the third time. Remember, Sadia we Akufo-Addo nyana Bawumia edinechi esua ne footsteps. Intano because Bawumia is not a dangerous politician. I know we am say. Yeah, Akufo-Addo, the biggest apprentice are qualified to walk in the footsteps of Akufo-Addo. Every single thing Akufo-Addo did is Bawumia. We see Akufo-Addo nanti echen ubia. So when Akufo-Addo in 2016 needed power so badly, they brought in mercenaries. They created another impression, say and that they need people to come and save lives. So Yebuse Akufo-Addo say, does he have a problem with him leading the biggest opposition party in Ghana? Omo de mercenaries abaso mo mekire said ye botuo, said ye bunipakum, said ye kunipasieno. Nana Akufo-Addo said there was nothing wrong with it. And the media basically protected Akufo-Addo's statement. The media projected it in a way na Ghana for NTSC. Fast forward, before 2016 elections, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo continue Peace FM catch Ghana for say, Imebununo, they should understand say there's something called Arab Spring. Now, Imbebunu have to take matters into their hands and make sure say a brand tibia na owo Arab for kroma na nyomanko ya o twa jato ne hunumuno. It should serve as an example. It should be an inspiration to the youth of Ghana. So to me na ndani 2016 yentwe jantu kronim because Imbebunu no omokasa. He's a politician and he knew who and what or the kind of people he was touching. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo politics ache. Yeah, won in 1932, Onya 44, Onya Kwara. He has read the intelligence of Ghanaians. He has gone through the political mail of Ghana. He knows baby a sharp and baby a smooth, or baby a rough. So when they Akufo-Addo in 2016, just a week or two or few days to elections, for him to go on radio at just a Peace FM to sit before Kwame Sefakai to use Arab Spring as his example to motivate the youth. Then it means Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo knew what he was doing. It was either they win power or do what? The country goes down. Who was his apprentice? Mahamudu Bawumia was Akufo-Addo's apprentice. In the politics realm, Upo say, I am qualified to lead Ghana today. I am qualified to lead MPP today. It is because of the experience which Akufo-Addo. He walked in the shoes of Akufo-Addo. It is how Junior would say, Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia is different. Then you are not matured to understand African politics and Ghana politics, and most importantly, politics of the NPP. Their inner monkey is dangerous. Their inner monkey is built on lies, and it is built on tribalism. Team, thank you very much. So nobody should underestimate Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let me tell you something, and I'm showing you when you see Bawumia's picture, Akufo-Addo is in there. He's in there, and you see, the NPP as a family, they have all supported the idea of the NPP. Kennedy Japan General Radio so catch the Ghana for say he said it, plain language, 1 to 7. Ojina kasi ebetumi twa Mahametia, yentwe jantu ni mu. He said it on national television. Obi to say Brian Champon in 2024, Ojina State can say power he will make sure they hold on to power. He led a group of thugs, criminals, and murderers, people who kill, to lead. He led them to Ayawaso West Wagon, and we all know the history behind it. We are talking about people who support bad intentions and ideologies. Obi to say Educhum, and Obi to say Kobne Japan. They have been there. They never spoke against the actions of Akufo-Addo, Brian Champon, the killing of people during elections. They have always supported. So the fingerprint and footprint or the blueprint of Akufo-Addo, these people you are seeing, these guys you are seeing, they are walking in the shadow of Akufo-Addo. None of them can stand on any platform and rebuke Akufo-Addo. None of them. Because it is what Akufo-Addo thought them as party young men who have grown to become old men today. That is the principle they are living by. They don't practice what they preach. They never do it. They never practice what they preach. If these people practice what they preach, Anka 2024, you will not get Brian Champon standing on stage and telling us, say, oh, you $1 million, Edema Baumia say, on Fanda Danko for me running a flag bearer. And konye, if Kennedy Japan say, on yet the same as Akufo-Addo and people are, you want so many papa, and constant go stage, and continue say, yen toma Baumia. Edichim konya sa and somebody like Kobre Japan and ka onye campaign manager Emma Baumia. So these are the same people. You cannot take any of them out. It is about Baumia unisano. I am showing you, I'm bringing you from behind. No matter who the NPP know what it represents and what you people are supposed to be scared of. Almost started some about 2028. That Ben won't so much say Boni omudiye. Nipa omukuye, die si omabemu no, aban we making sure say, yachi omu nipa tum. Have you heard any of these people say that? No. Because they support that action. Because it has been something they all agree on. Do you think any of these men can stand on any platform and say, Nipa na ebo mutuo wa yewa so west wagono? The person who is involved, was in charge, needs to face the law. Can they say that? No. Do you think any of these guys can say, yeah, election killings, 2024 killings, who police for the soldier for be a Togu Ghana for no, the people who led this should be held accountable. Do you think any of these people can do that? No. They can't do it because they are all working in the shadows of NPP and Akufo-Addo. What I am seeing, it is a playbook of Akufo-Addo. It's the blueprint of Akufo-Addo. When you need power, be diabolic. It is not about the noise they are making. It is not about how they work, how they are trying to change themselves. And also, they are trying to copy John Mahama when he was in opposition. How Mahama does its things or did his things. How Mahama dresses. And people are reading from teleprompter. They think, they can copy some things to lie to us. No. The NPP, when you're looking at that party, look at it from within. Don't look at it in plain. When you look at it as a flag, then you are making the biggest mistake. Look from within. When you look at the NPP from within, you will know that we are dealing with cluster of criminals and murderers who basically think about themselves and not the country as a whole. Because someone supported the CA, you wouldn't get any of these people trying to tell you, now they want to be president. Why do they want to be president? Why did they want to be president? Because they see they enjoyed it. Because the Akufo-Addo, he trained them. Especially Mahmoud Baumia, he is the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has witnessed every coup in Ghana. Do you know that? Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Oni J. Akufo-Addo, they have witnessed every single coup. It Akufo-Addo o trainee obi in his own image. Now Kacha will say, I have basically I've trained this guy and I've told him to go out there and do what I did. Do you think the person will be different from Akufo-Addo? No. Akufo-Addo knows our low point as a nation. He knows what you can touch on for this country to blow up. He knows the things you can say to just lie to anybody. Nana Akufo-Addo is an experienced political tormentor. I need to say it that way because he has a way. You saw the way Nana Akufo-Addo infused himself in Kumi Preku. Kumi Preku demonstration, Akufo-Addo wasn't part of it. Nyawota Makruma organizing Kumi Preku no. Hardly do you hear them mention their name. Nana Akufo-Addo is diabolic, he's sneaky. And he knows because he has been there. He was born 1944. And he said about me being an will say, I am well and I'm qualified in all these candidates to leader. He's telling you I am the Akufo-Addo. I am the first apprentice of Akufo-Addo. I have what it takes to kill. Because under Akufo-Addo, we saw people be murdered in Mamprusi, in Kusasi, in Boko as a whole. And Mahmoud Baumia was mute. Why? Because that is the 101 philosophy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Kill and keep quiet. And he said, I won't be Jinaka will say, and now Baumia Jinaka will say, you, me, when we are qualified. He is telling you something. Now we're going to know Why na esua ade free Akufo-Addo ho pa chance anko for 5 way? Who has learned Akufo-Addo's ways? Why na esua Akufo-Addo nantie? Why na knew how Akufo-Addo did his things from opposition before he became president? Why na esua Akufo-Addo pa? Why na at every dangerous moment and a difficult moment on Akufo-Addo tina them adwene strategically how they can take over MPP? Get rid of Afoko and the rest. It was Bawumia. So don't see Bawumia as Jimmy. Anything today, when Bawumia was speaking, he made some very important statement. Mahamudu Bawumia a key statement be. What did he say? He said, "I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve." That is a Akufo-Addo. Me a cool abontini. Now oba me inside my inner monkey, the Wonim na me dangerous. He is telling you, and we didn't know Akufo-Addo until Akufo-Addo held on to power. We never knew Akufo-Addo. Majority of Ghanaians were walking on the street of Ghana and telling us to say Akufo-Addo is the mayor, is the savior. Akufo-Addo is the alpha and omega. Nana do danko Akufo-Addo there ultimate kuntatia. He is telling you today, Mahmoud Bawumia has tasted power. He has tasted power. He has seen what power can do. He has seen what he can use that power for. He knows that when he has that power, some group of people from his own hometown, he knows how he can handle them. He needs the full authority. Oh, here's how to me know. Anything and the culture say, I am cool. And say Jimmy, me sana me yes say, namusi me Jimmy. The moment I hold on to power, my inner monkey is different. We were not lucky under Akufo-Addo when he was in opposition to be blunt and direct with us. But Mahmoud Bawumia is telling us in raw face, say, I might look Jimmy outside, but my inner monkey is dangerous. We are lucky today he openly came out to tell us who he is in the inside. And you see, this is something that it is something that we've been waiting to know. And on one case, or say, I am cool on the outside. Then so me inside, that means there's another Bawumia you don't know. And that other Bawumia is what I'm going to tell you about now. The other Bawumia is that Bawumia otumika chenkwara say monko planning na monko president because monko jail kura betuma frame of phone so aka chem say ewiemo insuomo metamuchi. That is the inner Bawumia. Sir, the other side of Bawumia you don't know. That other side that can manipulate the system and pretend as if he knows nothing about. This is the man who is supporting young men and women who are almost Sabubeku president to try to unity. This is the man who went there to weep and say, oh, Mr. President, I am sorry. The next day in 24 hours, he is calling them in jail and telling them you have done a great job. This is the inner part of Bawumia that is dangerous and diabolic. So, politics now, don't just look at it. Me say your man minimum Ghana, me come 10% to chile to kwabesi Ghana. The things I know in Ghana. So make 10% to chiro, and I'm talking about the NPP. Make 10% to chiro. Obiba sorry na adwa ko bo bitirimutuo. That is why sometimes we save some things, and all that we can do is to keep the NPP away from power. That is why we always say keep them away from power. Because a politician jina TV so or jina baby akacha will say my outside is cool, but my inside is dangerous. Be careful. And you might think this is a joke. It's not. You might think, say, oh, yeah, can it's keke. Oh, say, time a helicopter ne kwato form no. Sa anko for no maka say, omo ye MPP for ende Bawumia agi omo, ako beli omo, ama ye hu baby omo gina no. Oh, say time a helicopter to say omo ni soldier for bi kura di nkomo. Na soldier for said they are with them, they will do everything possible to kill the president and kill the president's wife. Mahmoud Bawumia, he heard all these things. Oti wanasum onim se ochina se nyame boa na obenya position bia na obi kasa. He knows what he can do. But you know what Bawumia did? He indirectly made it sound like say asem na nkofo ne kan enya problem.